Okay, nice. Welcome, Max. Welcome, Tasfia. All right. All right. Welcome, Mustafa. If you would like, Max and Tasfia, you can introduce yourself to the chat so everyone knows who you are, what is your major, are you graduated or you are undergraduates? Well, what is going on right now with your summer semester? Are you enrolled in courses or taking training? Just checking on you guys. All right. And we will discuss and learn it together. I might not know anything about it, so it's really good to see the learning process, how people learn, how people search for answers, how people try to get information, and hopefully we try to come up with a project at the end of the day. So this is the first day of the Tech Friday series. I was planning to do the session from 9 to 12 to take our time doing whatever we want. So I wrote some notes here. If you can't tune in for the whole thing, it's fine. We might finish earlier, we might finish later. I don't know yet. So don't worry, there will be a recording on YouTube with all the resources that we used in the session, with everything. If we write any code, it will be available as well. So I wrote some notes here, quick notes on the things that I personally want to yani, at least have an idea on. So here are some topics to learn: machine learning and AI, data structure and algorithms. Of course, yeah, the font is very small. Okay. Is that fine? Okay, nice. Yeah, give me feedback all the time so I can deliver better content for you guys. Okay. Okay, so we have machine learning, data structure, and algorithms. Of course, these are broad topics. We can start into them, pick some topics related to them, learn them, maybe do a project, maybe summarize a topic on them, so we get the value. Yeah. Data structures and algorithms, solid principles, software engineering best practices, cloud computing, software architectures like monolithic, serverless, microservices, micro frontend, etc. Databases with its types, architectures, Yeah, it's Notion. Yeah, I start working with it. I'm still new. I don't know every trick and tip to go with it, but it's working great so far. Yeah, nice. Okay, you should give me tips and tricks to Notion later then. Okay, databases, we can discuss types of databases. We can describe the architecture of some certain database. Maybe we can do a project today highlighting the use of one database and why did we use it and why it's suitable for this type of project. We can learn a little bit about version control system like Git, GitHub, etc. We can dabble in software testing, DevOps, Linux, AMP, PWA, cloud providers such as AWS, GCP, Azure, IBM. I have hands-on labs, practical labs ready on them. So if you want, distributed systems. These are just some of the topics. We might expand them later, right? And I will share all the notes that I write with you guys. So I have here the in Tech Friday sessions, I have what should we do next, what I opened. And whenever we take something, I will add it and we will write everything related to it and share it with you guys. All right, so let me open it as a page. All right, languages, I picked these languages based on the latest Stack Overflow survey, which I knew about a while ago. I didn't know about it. Do you guys know about it? All right.
Know about Python and Java.
Again, Jabir?
I only know about Python and Java. I have no idea about the others.
Yeah, true. Most of the UOB students are that way. Have you done some actual real world projects with Java before? Like Spring Boot frameworks and stuff, like microservices? Or just the university curriculum?
Just the university.
All right. Okay, so I can show you the, yeah, SQL, of course, JavaScript and a little TypeScript as well. Okay, nice. I will show you the Stack Overflow survey in a little bit. It's really insightful. It has a lot of statistics gathered by all the developers that took the survey in 2020. So I might share the link and you might go through it because it's a very long and detailed survey with, for example, the most famous languages or the most highest paid languages, frameworks, what people like, what people hate, stuff like that. And what are the professions on Stack Overflow, how many years of experience, how many of them are university students or freelancers or have a job, stuff like that. So it has a lot of details. Okay, so we have Rust, JavaScript, TypeScript, Python, Go, Perl, SQL, Java, Ruby, Scala, and CSS, C++, and Julia. We can add other languages as well, if you would like, to consider in future sessions. Okay, so we now have topics to learn, and we have languages, and we have projects. We need ideas. I just wrote some tools that we might use or you might be interested in working with a project with, we can do a vanilla JavaScript website like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Layla said C++, my first language, but didn't stick with it. Yeah, I know. It's hard sometimes. Did you learn it through the curriculum or on your own? Okay. So we might do vanilla JavaScript websites like basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript without any frameworks. To start, maybe we can do cloud-based web application like we build the infrastructure on AWS or GCP or Azure, IBM, stuff like that. So it might be a larger project. Frameworks, we can work with React. We have a professional here, of course. Yeah, through UOB courses, Layla said. Yeah, sometimes, يعني, what you learn in the curriculum doesn't highlight the real world usage of the language. Because I was shocked when I saw Java projects, real Java projects. They used microservices architectures, which we don't have almost no idea about through curriculums. And they were using Spring and Spring Boot frameworks for Java. There is also Vaadin, which is a web framework for Java as well. I don't know if people still work with Java as a vanilla without any frameworks, but we can search for that and we can see. We can build a project focuses on the backend, maybe a project that is mainly to highlight a database usage or something like that. Maybe focuses on front end more, so we can focus on web frameworks like Next, React, Vue, Angular, stuff like that. We can make app clones, like for example, let's make a WhatsApp application clone. Like we can build WhatsApp or build Facebook or build Instagram and stuff like that. So we can try to build an application that do the same functionalities as one of the famous websites, for example. All right. And we can work with widely used web development stacks like Jamstack, Merin, Maven, stuff like that. So this is what I have for the list. We can add to it more. We can remove what it's not that yani, common or not wanted in the sessions, and we can go from there. What do you guys think? Do you have anything that you might be interested in this list? Or if there is something outside the list, let me know so I can write it down.
What about the C language? It's related a lot to the hardware.
Yeah, C++, we can add them together.
Oh,
So
okay.
C
Yeah.
and C hash. We can work with that as well. So what do you guys think? Let's start with the topics first. What is the most interesting topic to you guys?
It's actually the first one, machine learning and AI.
Okay.
I'm interested to know what it's all about.
Okay. Pick your first three most interested topics.
Machine learning and AI,
All right.
cloud computing,
Okay.
and cloud providers.
Cloud providers. We can include cloud providers into cloud computing. So pick another one.
I would pick the software architecture.
Okay, nice. Very nice topics. Okay. So that's Jabir. Okay, who's next? Who would like to pick?
Mine is similar to his, so
The same things?
I will only replace software architectures with VCS.
Okay, version control systems. All right. Mustafa says Java is my first ever. So Java was your first language. Was that in the university or self-taught? Okay, who would pick next?
Can I?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
For me, machine learning,
All right,
then data structures and algorithms,
okay,
and cloud computing.
all right. Who's next? Mustafa said yes, Yudi. It's good, but the university doesn't really explain all the best practices or the most important best practices in Java. So we can work on that as well. So we can expand our knowledge because Java is, I believe, is familiar with the students. Yani. A lot of students study Java, so we can expand on that more as well. Okay, Tasfiya said machine learning, cloud computing, databases. All right, who's next? Anyone? Okay, Layla said machine learning, data structures and algorithms, software testing. Interesting choice. That's good. All right. Data structures and algorithms would actually help you a lot in the interviews. If you are looking for a job or an internship and you have technical interviews, data structures and algorithms will help you a lot in that regard. We can add to that as well system design, which the university nearly doesn't talk about enough, which is if someone from software or took a software engineering course, it's the non-functional requirements or the quality attributes, like the reliability, resiliency, and availability, stuff like that, which is really important in architecting softwares and design. Okay, who's next?
I have a question. In the
Yeah.
technical interview in big companies like Google,
Yes.
Facebook, and Apple, and do they ask questions like in the data structures and algorithms for the maybe software engineering, like lead code questions and make an algorithm that works in a way?
Yeah, see, big companies like Google or the FANG, if you know them, Google, Facebook, Netflix, stuff like that, they usually have a more complex interview process. It is not just only one interview. It might be 3, it might be 7. It depends on the number of interviews you get. Depends on your position as well. But usually around 5, I believe, from what I have studied. Yeah. And mainly they focus on data structures and algorithms interviews and system design interviews. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong. or if someone has actually did the research for this. So from my, yeah, is anyone going?
This is for the software engineering and programming, or what positions?
Most of the things, because data structures and algorithms is fundamentals, not related to a specific major, and system design as well. They are fundamentals, like arrays. Arrays are fundamentals. You have to know them, right? They are
Yes,
not
yes.
specific for machine learning specialist or front-end developer, stuff like that. So they are fundamentals, and you have to really, really know well your fundamentals, like binary searches and time complexity, stuff like that. It's very, very important. We dabble a little bit on them on 1 or 2 courses in the university, but it is not nearly as enough. And they don't provide that many real world examples. So that's the main goal of our sessions in this club. We need to work with real world projects, or actually do something that you feel proud to do, to showcase in your portfolio. Adarsh said, DSA also helps in competitive programming. Yes, I have actually, see, that's a really important topic. I have entered 2 competitive international competitive programming contests, and I won the 2nd place on Bahrain twice. And I solved the questions with C++, although I don't know much about C++. Yani I knew Java more, and it was available, but I chose C++ because one of the team members that I have are more equipped with C++. So again, we chose a different language than we used to, but we actually delivered, and we got one of the top 3, 2nd place on all of Bahrain universities twice. So it was really important to know the fundamentals of the data structures and algorithms, and it's easier to implement it in any language. If you know how to do recursion, if you know how to do for loops, switch cases, stuff like that, it's fundamentals. They are in every, almost in every language and every concept, right? So they are very, very, oh, nice, Adarsh. Good for you. Which competition? Layla said in interview, they may ask you to write the pseudocode, not necessarily related to specific language. They want to check your logic. Yeah, true. Some interviews, they tell you to write pseudocode, just informal code structure that doesn't highlight any language, but serves the question. Yeah. And most importantly, in interviews, they want the ultimate goal. They want the most optimal solution, not just a correct solution, because a correct solution is not always optimal in terms of time complexity and stuff like that. Oh, nice, Adarsh. ACPC. It's the same competition. Yeah, good for you. So you know what type of questions they get. They are really complicated, and sometimes they have a lot of tricks. I have some questions from these competitions. We can work on them as a challenge or something like that. All right. I think, did anyone still didn't tell his preference on the topics? Okay, if you still haven't, you can write in the chat. All right. So I will highlight the most requested ones: data structures and algorithms, and cloud computing, and what else? Cloud providers, we can delete that. They are related to cloud computing. Oops. Okay. What else was popular? Software architecture or databases? Okay, we highlighted machine learning and data structures and algorithms. And cloud computing. Okay, let's highlight software architectures, for example. Okay, so do you think, guys, these 4 topics can be the upcoming 4 sessions on Friday? We will take one today, and the other 3 will be weekly. We can discuss each one weekly. What do you guys think? Yes or no? Okay, sure. Okay, nice. And if we, يعني, if you would like, and if we are in a project and we didn't continue it, maybe we can continue it as well next time, or maybe we can specify a date specifically for this project. Okay, so Tasfiya said okay, Jabir okay, Isa okay. Everyone is okay? Layla and Adarsh, are you okay with that? All right. So would you like, okay, so I guess machine learning, we would use Python. So I will highlight it. Okay. What else would you like to be highlighted as well? Would you like to go with Java on the data structures and algorithms and software architecture? Okay. Type.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think, Layla, JavaScript and TypeScript will be suitable for one of these projects? I think cloud computing, we can build web-based web applications, right? As a front end, we can use JavaScript, TypeScript, or frameworks, specific frameworks, with cloud on the back end. Is that okay with you, Layla? All right. Okay. So Java will be for data structures and algorithms, maybe software architectures. We will see. And TypeScript and JavaScript will be for in doing any other languages?
For the cloud computing project, when we use AWS, Amazon Web Services.
Yeah, we can use AWS, we can use GCP, which is Google Cloud Platform, and we can use Microsoft Azure as well. So it depends. There is a lot of cloud providers, IBM, stuff like that. So we can, when we work with cloud computing, for example, if we are gonna build a web application that runs backend on cloud, for example. Yeah. So yeah, we can work with Python, TypeScript, JavaScript, Java, Go. All of them goes well with cloud. Yani we can work with that, no problem. What do you guys, should we include Go in the list? It is popular. I've never used it before. No, it would be interesting to learn. Okay, so you are interested in game design, Isa? We can add game development as well, if you'd like. There is also Lua. That would be an interesting topic. Yeah. I've never heard of Lua before. We can add it. No problem. I love C# Unity. The C languages are very, very strong and very, very well established, although they are very, very old. Yeah. And that's a good thing. All right. So we highlighted TypeScript, JavaScript, Python, Go, Java for now. Is that okay? I actually don't know. C# is the newest? Oh, nice. Okay, we can work with that. You prefer C++ over Java on data structure and algorithms. We can work with Python as well because it's very very beginner friendly. We can use that as well, and we can write object-oriented programming with it. Or we can add OOP, object-oriented programming, and we can add functional programming as well. It's an important topic, not discussed in universities that much. We can add them as well.
What is functional programming?
Again, please.
What is functional programming?
Layla, do you know what is functional programming? Okay, she might know an idea about functional programming. Let's see if she has an idea. So my understanding of functional programming is they don't have the class architecture. Yani they don't have inheritance, they don't have these type of things. They don't have inheritance, stuff like that. So they are all based on functions. Did you get the idea? Or we can search for it, no problem. Okay, let me try to do something here. My screen is shared, right? Can you see it well?
Yes, it's on the languages.
Oh, that's a new thing. TypeScript is actually OOP. All right. Would you like to know more about functional programming, or did you get the idea? It is not about classes. It doesn't work with classes. And you can write. You can write functional programming with, I believe, C# and C++ and C, I believe. I'm not entirely sure.
It's about
Hmm?
solving math problems, right?
Again?
Something related to math?
Functional programming?
Yes.
No, it is not related to math. It's a different architecture, that's it. Yani, and instead of a class, you define a class, you define a method or a function.
Is functional programming same as procedural programming?
I don't know about it.
Okay.
Let me search for functional.
Like if there is no class concepts, then I think only C is the functional language. Like C++ and C# has, I think, object-oriented programming.
Some
But C
languages,
is,
yeah, some languages you can write both in actually. You can write in OPP style, OOP style, and functional programming style.
yeah,
So-
then C, yeah, it's true. Because C++ we can also write in C language.
Yeah, okay. Functional programming from Free Code Camp is the process of building software by composing pure functions, avoiding share state, mutable data, and side effects. Function programming is declarative, telling the computer what you want to do rather than imperative, telling the computer exactly how to do that. Yani, all right, so a really good example of functional programming, I think SQL. Can someone يعني okay, it is not. All right, so I believe the difference between declarative and imperative is like, let us actually search for it. Let's see here. Okay, so SQL and HTML considered as both declarative. Declarative, what we discussed, declarative is telling the computer what you want to do. Yani, I want the computer to select all the records from users where the country is Mexico. I'm telling the computer what to do. So let's see something maybe imperative. Okay, imperative is how the computer is doing it. Exactly how to do it. So it's the key takeaway here is what and how. In SQL, I tell the computer what I want these records. And imperative, I tell the computer how. So I define a function and how would you go by it and give me the result. Okay, let me read the chat. Is it clear for some or not clear?
Yes, no, it's clear.
Okay. In JavaScript, we use constructors to build some OP, but actually read the data. In functional programming, Data cannot be stored in objects, yes. And it can only be transformed by creating functions. In object-oriented programming, data is stored in objects, yes. Layla, obviously the professional here, yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's a new topic we learned today, which is functional programming. We can build a project around it if you want. Haskell, JavaScript, Scala, Erlang, Lisp, ML. Okay, nice. Okay, I don't know half of these, but yeah, I believe you. Okay. All right, so we picked, this is the survey I was telling you about. We can look into it in a little bit if you want, maybe at the end of the session for today. Okay, we picked the topics, we picked the languages, and what do you think? What should we start doing? Do some basic vanilla JavaScript websites or cloud-based web applications? Oh, blockchain development. I was actually planning to do that as well. Yeah. Okay, let's add it as well in the topics. We will discuss maybe ideally each topic in one day, and by the end of the day we get a project out of it, so we can actually showcase people that we did this. Okay, what do you guys think here? What should we start with first? Should we do some basic JavaScript, HTML, CSS websites, or dabble into frameworks with React, Next, Vue, stuff like that? Or maybe focus more on the backend? For example, architecture, DevOps, continuous integration, continuous delivery, testing, automation, stuff like that. Or maybe focus on front end more, animation, design, stuff like that. Or maybe we make applications as app clones, or we can use a specific stack that works well together with different technologies.
You mean like now we will build the project or?
Why not? We can. But Yani, what do you think? How should we go about this? Should we? I believe, or how I would do it is learn something and apply it in a project, even if it's a small project. It doesn't matter. So, for example, if I'm learning Python for the first time, I will try to build maybe a chatbot or something. I will try to go through the process of actually building a chatbot. What do I need to learn? What are the best practices? What are the tools? And I go on that route. For example, I want, to learn JavaScript for the first time. So I want to make a landing page or a portfolio website with some basic functionalities. So that's how I go with it. What do you guys think? Do you have any suggestions?
Actually, like your approach.
Yeah, because how would you showcase your knowledge, or how apply your knowledge so you don't forget it? How? By applying it. That's what we are missing, and we don't have projects that highlights our knowledge enough. Yani, in the university, we don't have a full stack Java backend application. Do you get my idea? Okay, Layla said start with front end with vanilla, then frameworks, and then back end. All right, this is in one session, right? Layla? Okay, we have another series, a weekly series as well, which is Web Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, we learn something new related to web development. And we started this week with basic HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and responsive design. So we are actually going to build on that on Wednesday. So I wanted to make something, I try to aim high, something complex. Let's try to find something, bigger. So we can work all on it together, yeah. How long does each session take approximately? Each session during the week, approximately 1.5 hours. But today on Friday, it's open until we finish. Maybe we can take 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. I'm free on Friday. I can work. No problem. If anyone wants to stay, I will be live. All right. So, okay, the sessions we have every week is we have on Monday and Wednesday and Friday and Sunday. So for Monday, we will talk about incrementally about topics related to cloud computing. Incrementally. And on Wednesday, we talk incrementally as well about web development. And Friday is an open day for building large projects. And on Sunday, we do best practices. So it's related to software engineering practices, maybe something related to structures, algorithms, architectures, stuff like that. So we are going to do this incrementally every week on these on these 3 different topics. And Friday is a project-based day, free day. We pick whatever we want, even if it's a larger project, and we try to do it. App clone, maybe. Yeah, we can. What do you suggest as an app clone? What do you guys think? Talabat, interesting choice. I have used recently Majlis application, and I had some performance issues with it. So maybe we can do that as well. Build a better one. In university, we only learned PHP and mainly vanilla JavaScript. So I think something new will be better, like app clone or full stack website. We can do that, but the fundamentals is very essential as well. So I highly recommend you keeping up with the Wednesdays, and you can try and do something complex today. It's a free day. It's our playground. We can do whatever we want today. Instagram or expense tracker. That's interesting choice. Okay. we can write these suggestions here. Give me suggestions for app clones. I'd suggest WhatsApp maybe. Majlis was Talabat. What else? Instagram. What else? In the university, okay. We can build here we can say expense tracker. It depends on what is suitable for them. Yani, we want to use only one language. We will use a lot. We will use a lot of frameworks. We will use a lot of tools, a lot of libraries. So whatever it takes to make this project, we can search for the best solutions or the alternatives, and we can go from there. Amazon, yeah. Cool. We can add that as well. Okay, what's next? Yeah, Layla said it's better to use a web stack. Sure. What do you suggest? Marin stack? Yeah, we can build an Amazon clone, e-commerce, yeah. Amazon.com. Okay. Of course, Layla is biased because she loves React. So she said Marin, yes. Okay. Okay, so whenever we find something hard, you will guide us, right? Okay, nice. What projects have you built so far? Or not yet? Pet manager. Would you like to describe it to the people? Okay. Do you guys have any other ideas on building projects? Some ideas about projects we can build. I believe we can do portfolio here, website, and blog as well. And we can do them in cloud-based as well. And we can do them with frameworks as well. What do you think? I believe we can, in the backend, we can try to build a dashboard, maybe for COVID statistics, maybe, or something like that. So it's data heavy. We can work with that. This might be as well portfolio and the blog, because we need some animations, for example, we need some cool effects. Any other ideas? Jaber, Adarsh, Layla, Isa, Tasfiya? All right. So that's good. We Discord. That's a good idea as well. Where is it? Yeah. Nice. Okay, so we have a lot of projects we have collected. If someone has any ideas, we can add them as well. I will try to tidy everything up after the session, and I will share with you these notes so you can follow along as well. Okay, what do you think should we start with today? Should we start with a project and learn the basics in order to do this project?
Yes, sure.
Okay. We can start with something that takes multiple things at the same time. What do you think we can build a blog using? Okay, I was thinking this. We can do a blog or a portfolio. Portfolio website can include blogs as well. So it's a starting project that we can host all the projects on it and showcase it to people. So a portfolio website. Okay, so we need the stack, we need front end, back end. Okay, what do you guys think? I would suggest let's go with maybe React or Next. Layla, are you familiar with Next? Okay, Next is a framework that is derivative from React. It's basically the same as React. It has a little bit of a different structure, and it has some additional features related to static site generations and server-side rendering. Would you be interested to know that? Okay, nice. Have you used it before? Yeah, sure. I will repeat, Tasfih. What did you say, Jabir?
Do we have to download any software or something?
For now, I think Visual Studio Code would be enough. Maybe some extensions to go along with it. Of course, you have Node installed or not?
Yes, I already installed it yesterday on this day.
Okay. Layla, would you like to work with us on Next? I have a little bit of experience with Next, and it's basically the same as React as well, so you can help us with that as well. What do you think? Nice. All right. So I want to suggest for beginners to start with large projects as these. So try to take it casual. If you don't understand anything, it's fine because it's complex. if you want to do something which is incrementally increases in complexity level, you have these days, the other days, and best practices, web development, and cloud computing. We will go in every detail on all of them, and in an incremental state here. All right. So okay, let's use Next.js. Of course, that comes with React, and the backend. I might go crazy here, but what do you think? What do you think, guys? Tasfia, I was saying that I suggest we build a portfolio website first, so we can host all the upcoming projects on it as well. So we are trying now to pick the technologies, frameworks, languages that we are going to use to build that portfolio. Okay. What about something related to styled components? What do you think of Tailwind CSS? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, ask. Yani, what if you don't know what is Tailwind CSS is? Tell me, and I will explain it.
I actually don't know what is Tailwind.
Okay, Tailwind. Okay, Layla can go with this one as well. Yalla. Oh, you don't know. Okay. Okay, Tailwind is a framework for CSS. It's a library to easily implement CSS in styled components. So let's actually search for it. Okay. So it's easy to see the code here. Can you guys, the code is edited. They use classes basically like these to do some quick editings on the style of the page. I know it sounds like rubbish when you read it, but it actually makes sense. We can try to work with it. What do you guys think?
That would be amazing. I'm excited to start.
Okay, nice. Good. Okay, so we have Tailwind for the design. Okay, but AWS, do you guys have any accounts on AWS or not? Because it will be highly dependent on being having an AWS account.
I don't have an account from AWS.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's try to make it يعني as simple as possible. Let's not use AWS. Let's actually, what I like to do before building a project, I would like to search, for example, portfolio with text. Yes. Let's search for that. Some people have written their experience in doing a project. Okay, this is the designed website that he did. Okay, it looks clean. It looks okay. Okay, he used Webflow. He talks a lot. Okay. The demo, they have a demo. The website actually running. Okay, so this is the website that he built using Next.js. And these are the projects that he did before, and he's displayed them in this way. I think it's very simple enough to start doing, right? We can do basically the first page, which says who you are, maybe, and a description about you, maybe a picture, and the projects will be listed here. And some experiences for you. What do you like to do, or what you are comfortable developing with? Maybe a form contact section, roadmap that might help. All right, nice. Let me actually look into that. Okay, so this is what Layla sent. A roadmap. All right. Okay, yeah, I have something like that. Yani, I think it was roadmap, but something. Yeah, so this website. And we can go to front end, back end, front end. Okay, guys, see, we are starting from, yani, we skipped all of this and we are working in this area right here next to React. So we skipped all of this. So if you want to learn about all of this, we will do all of this in the Web Wednesday as well. Yeah, if we're going to use next year. Okay. Let's actually find what works best with Next.js. Actually, what is the data that we will store in Next.js? Some pictures related to, okay. Let us actually try to brainstorm this. What the portfolio should highlight? Maybe your experience, projects, contact form. What else? Should we upload our CV as well into our portfolio? Yeah, certificates. What else? What should we add? Okay, so social media links. Visitor slash time counter. I think she means by visitor counter is how many people have actually looked into your website. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe Layla can explain it better. Okay. What else? Okay, so I think the priority is projects. This is priority number 1. CV priority number 2. Social media links, including GitHub. I think these are the most important related to the people still yet to graduate or still fresh graduate. Yeah. Small personal summary. Yeah. About me section, right? And add a blog as well. Would like. I think that's important as well. Highlighted. What do you guys think? Should we go to what I would like to brainstorm some ideas. I like to go into examples of people who did their portfolios and try to do something similar. So let me actually, I was looking at this portfolio for a while. You guys can see it. He's writing his own short summary where he worked at, the contact form here, or subscriptions to send emails, his contributions on GitHub. So this is like the counter functionality that Layla mentioned. And the links, and there is the trademark thingy. And if we go to the blog, it will show you the topics he wrote about. He assigned tags to them as well. Projects, these are the projects that he built. We can display them as cards. These are the counters, maybe, that Layla was mentioning, some counters here. And resume, he uploaded his resume in this format. He wrote it actually in HTML, CSS, and you can actually download it from here. We can build something like that. It's it is simple to get around with because it's only mostly HTML and CSS. It doesn't have that many functionalities, maybe links, that's all. So we can do definitely something like this. What do you guys think? Or we can simply, in our blog, we can add a button in the home page that says just download the resume without displaying it like this. Okay. All right. So, do you guys feel bored or we are not doing anything? Just to give me feedback as I'm going. So speed up, slow down, explain more. Yani, we are all learning here together. Okay. Okay, let's try. I saw this portfolio as well. It's a very, very simple portfolio, but elegant. Yani, it's very, very simple. You have dark mode, light mode, you have a description. This is the most popular blogs that he have, his courses, recent videos. He's a YouTuber, so he put some links. His timeline, he made a timeline that what did he accomplish in the previous years. And you can see more and you can go down and down and down. And you can subscribe. He added a little neat feature, what he's playing on Spotify at the moment. We can do that, play a little bit with Spotify API. He put some links down there. This is a dashboard. Again, the counter that Layla discussed earlier, some counters and the trackers. He did a blog. You can search, you can click on a blog and you can go through it. The about section, it talks about himself, what did he do, what he likes, stuff like that. And this is the home that we opened at the first. We can do something very simple but elegant, like minimalistic like this. What do you think? Yeah, we will need backend so we can make our data dynamic, especially for counters, dashboards, stuff like that, and make it easy for us to edit them in the future. Okay. What do you think? Maybe Layla worked with this. What do you think about this? We can, Tasfia said this one needs backend too. I said, yes, the ultimate goal is to build it in the backend, but we can, for the sake of this project, we can make it static at the beginning, just hard coded, and we can implement the dynamic aspect after we check that the design is okay, everything is okay, everything is working. Yeah, Firebase is, I think, simple to use as well. Yeah, it's nice for small applications. We can add authentication as well for the admin if he wants to edit his portfolio. Yeah, we can do that as well. I've never heard, excuse me. I've never used Postgres before. But are you okay with it? We can go with it. It's fine. Okay, let's try to search something. Let's close all of this. Just database choice when building a portfolio website. Okay, you learned about Postgres from the last bootcamp. MongoDB is another choice as well for NoSQL, yes. I've heard that Postgres can be used in both SQL and NoSQL. For the SQL part, I used MySQL, and for NoSQL, I used GraphQL with AWS services. So that's what I did here. Yeah, GraphQL has its advantages as well, especially for serverless applications running on cloud. Yeah. Okay, you actually graduated from Coded Bootcamp. Nice. That's cool. Okay. Okay. Let's go with the design first. What do you think? Should we go with the design first and finalize the design? And after that, we can search for databases? We can make the website static for now until while we are searching and while we are looking for things, we might get a better idea on how to do certain things in certain ways. Maybe we can do the design first and then think about the database later. Do you all agree with that? Okay, nice. All right, so, okay. Do you all have GitHub portfolios or not yet? Oh, nice. Share it with us if you want. Okay, so let me share my screen in another window. You guys can see my screen, right? Okay, well, I hope you come back soon, Tasfir. Nice. This is the portfolio. For Layla, inshallah, 54 repositories. I'm actually jealous. Okay, nice. Oh, I remembered something. There is this website from a guy I know. He made a PDF with 50 projects on React. Layla might know it. Do you know this website? It will benefit you a lot if you do. Okay, this website has a really amazing PDF. I will share with you the link. Subscribe to his. It is very beginner friendly. I will walk you through the PDF now, if I can find it. Just let me look for it. 50 React projects. Okay, let me actually put my address and get it. TypeScript with React, as it's very recommended. Yeah, I've heard about that as well. And I was planning actually to learn TypeScript. Yeah. We can work with that as well. Next.js يعني can work with TypeScript as well. So we can go with basic tutorial on how to do it with TypeScript, and we can start from that. Okay, this is actually the PDF I've downloaded. You guys can see it clearly. Let me close this. Make it bigger. Okay, so this paper has, if you see here, I don't know if it's clear or not. It has projects and they organized it in categories. So the first category is business and real world, fun and interesting, personal and portfolio, productivity, games and puzzles, tools, libraries, project add-ons, clones, and tracks, right? So each one of these categories has a project to be built. For example, in a personal portfolio, build a resume or a CV website or a blog or a goal manager or a project tracker, stuff like that, right? So you might find this somewhat complex, but actually when you go into them, they're laid very nice. You should read the introduction first, of course, right? So the projects, this is the first category, for example. Let's see what is the first category, is marketing website. The cool thing about every project in this paper, it describes the project perfectly, what it should do, what it should display, all right? And a list of what to do's here. So it's very organized. You have to do this, gather free pictures, create a home page, create a features page, create a landing page, add a sign-in form, etc., etc. So you have a to-do list, which is very helpful. And then you have levels. So level 1 is the basic level. So this is if you succeed in the first level, you have a full website, but with limited functionalities, all right? If you go to level 2, it will add in complexity. You will have to do something else. Level 3 is the most complex, which you have to add more things. And you have resources, tutorials, examples, and you have GitHub repository as well in these links, and some tools that you might use. Unsplash and Pixels are great websites to get stock photos, high quality stock photos for free. And Gatsby is a framework. And TechShape is a CMS, content management system or service. So it's very, very user and intermediate and expert friendly. All right, so I very recommend to, even if you don't work with React, another framework, or you are still learning basic JavaScript, HTML, CSS, to download this file. Because I will send you the URL of the website, so you can subscribe to it, and it will send you the link. It will send you a PDF. To the PDF inside of it, right? And after that, it will show you the layout of the page, how it should look like, roughly, in a wireframe. So here should be a title, maybe a background image if you would like. Here are some descriptions, quick descriptions. Here, feature 1, feature 2, feature 3. We can add projects. Maybe you can add speakers. You can add whatever. Maybe another line here, another sentence here, and a call to action button. Contact us, learn more, for example, stuff like that. And after that, it goes to the next project with the list as well, and another layout, and so on and so on. It's very, very good. Yani very well organized. I highly recommend it if you want to build projects. And it has already 50 projects with organized layout. All the tools that you need are in the links. All the toolbox that all the tools that you need are well laid out. It's a very, very good thing. We can, okay. Do you think we should start working with that? Let's find, for example, that we wanted to build a portfolio, so we can go to the portfolio section and maybe look at the resume CV website and try to build that. Layla said, I'm choosing some weekend dessert from this website for sure. Thank you so much, Abdurrahman. You are welcome, Layla. If you have resources like these, share it with us. So what do you think, guys? Should we go to the portfolio section صفحة maybe here, yeah, exactly here. Okay, it will look like this, your name, contact information, social links, maybe we can make it icons or something, objectives, work experience, education, stuff like that. What do you think? We can, of course, add our sections. We can add a list of projects and so on. Okay, cool. Okay, let's start. Let's leave Next for now. Let's go with React because Layla is familiar with it. I'm somewhat kind of familiar with it. So Layla will guide us through the project, hopefully. All right. So should we start? At least initializing the project? Okay, nice. Okay. Yeah, it's awesome. His name is Colby Fayok. He's a YouTuber as well. You can find awesome tutorials for him as well on Next, React, other frameworks, other technologies. He builds projects as well. And if we get stuck, we can follow some tutorials from YouTube as well. All right. So let me move this actually. Add this here. Add this here. What do you prefer? It doesn't matter to me. What do you think? Should we use NPM? Let's go with NPM. Do you guys know the what is NPM and Yarn? Who doesn't know? Okay, Layla can explain it. Excuse me. Something is stuck in my throat for a while. I don't know what. Okay, Layla can give you a rough idea on what is NPM and Yarn. Well, I have been talking for like 3 minutes and I just realized that my mic is closed. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Jabir. Bring your coffee. Yeah, Layla, as you said, we can build everything if you want to. Yeah, I think React is close enough to React native. So we can develop mobile apps in the future as well. I don't know if there is tools to generate React native code from React code. I don't know about that, but I think it should be something, right? Is the screen scale is better now? Can you see the small text? All right. Okay. A little trick that I learned by chance is if you go to directly, all of you use Windows or any one of you uses Mac or Linux? Okay, virtual machine. Nice. That's cool. Not just VMware software. Nice. Windows subsystem for Linux. Nice. Okay, cool. So we basically all share the same thing. All right. If I want to open the command line from on this directory itself, you can go to here and just write CMD. Write CMD, it will open the command line on the same directory that you are on. It was useful for me because I used to open it on the root and change the directory one by one in order to get to where I want. But I really like this trick. In any directory, you can open command line. Okay. Okay. For the people who don't know React, we can go here. If you want to learn about something, especially for the first time, it's better to go to an official website or something like that. So this is the official website. We can go to get started through the documentation and create a new okay. Where should we start? Click on get started. Maybe documentation. Yeah, I heard about it, but is it downloadable or is it built into Windows? Yeah, I wanted to try it for the longest time. Okay, let me search for it. Oh man, it's from the Microsoft Store. Okay. So this one, right? Okay. Okay. You don't know, you don't have to download this. It is not necessary, but it's a cool addition. If you don't have the time to download it, it's fine. Okay. We add it as a shortcut to the taskbar and to start as well. Yeah, it's fine. It's up to you. We can handle a little noise, no problem. or you can keep typing in the chat. It's fine. Whatever you are comfortable with, guys. If you want to open your cameras, if you want to close them, if you want to speak into the mic, whatever you want. Yeah, it's like CMD exactly, but I believe it has more features. So you can open two command prompts at the same time. You can open PowerShell and command line interfaces, stuff like that. I don't actually know the full features of it, but it's, I think, better than the normal command line. Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay. So how do yani, does this trick work for it as well, or what? No, it goes to the CMD. So what do I have to do in order to open a directory directory quickly in Windows Terminal? Oh, it has Azure Cloud Shell as well. Nice. Nice. You are welcome, Jabir. I believe you said you are in cloud computing. Am I right? Or that was someone else? Okay, nice. I have really, really good courses for you, man, because this is my career of choice, yani being a solution architect or a cloud engineer. So that's what I'm working towards. Nice. So you don't know anything about cloud computing, or you have a rough idea? If you are interested in blockchain, check this course. This where I learned WS2 and Windows Terminal. Nice. So you have a rough idea about blockchain as well. Nice. Okay, you have a basic idea, Jaber, and we can work on that as well. Yani, it's good that you have a rough idea about cloud computing. Let me actually copy the link Layla sent, so I can add it to the resources. Someone wants to benefit from it at the end of the session. Okay. So is this course free, Layla, or is it a paid course? Okay, nice. So someone said he's interested in blockchain. He can check that out. Okay, for the full bootcamp, it is paid. Try typing WT in the address bar of the directory. Okay, تصفية might actually did us some favor here. Okay, WT. Okay, it opened the PowerShell in. Okay, I think in the settings, I want command prompt to be the default, right? I don't want PowerShell for now. Let's take it easy and simple. So WT, and I believe Windows got a new package manager called Winget or something like that. Yeah, man, I have a lot of free resources that are usually paid, provided to me by Google. So I will be happy to share it with you as well. Practical hands-on labs, like the actual stuff that you are going to do in cloud. Practical, not just theoretical. Don't be satisfied. Maybe we can look it up. I have Discord, I have Slack, I have Telegram, I have WhatsApp, I have everything. We can try to find our, yani, as long as we are going through the weeks, we are actually going to, I believe we are going to have a system that we are gonna all share the knowledge with us, maybe work all in one project and work together. Maybe you can set up Trello or something like that to assign tasks or Slack and send automatic messages, stuff like that. It would be awesome, to be honest. Yeah, you got it, Jaber. I will do sessions on cloud computing every Monday, so I will expect you to be there. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Layla. Actually, let's look this thing up. How to open Windows terminal from a directory, maybe. Right click on the file explorer, always, okay. Is it that simple? What is the, okay, on the folder itself, maybe. Where is it? I can't find it. You can, guys, look this up for me. I know it's a small thing. If we couldn't find it in 10 minutes, I'll just have to leave it. I'm trying to do basically this. When I'm in a folder, I don't want to write the directory manually. I want to do something like this shortcut, and it will open Windows terminal on the same directory. We tried WT, and it opened the Windows terminal, but not in the same directory. It opened in the user root file. Okay, I need to edit this JSON. Let's see what is this JSON is about. Okay. Yeah, WT works. We already know that. So we go to the settings menu. Starting directory to be a dot. Okay, let's try that out. Settings, where is, open JSON file. We can open it with Notepad, maybe. These are all the colors. Okay. Where is exactly this? With the value of dot to each of the profiles. For example, Windows PowerShell, command line. Okay, so this is for the CMD. Okay. Action copy. Okay. Here and here. Okay. And we can add it here, no problem. So we need to add this. Copy to so let me add it at the end. Move this. Move this. Copy. Put it down here. And add it up here. That should work, right? Let us save this and try again. Was all. And WT, moment of truth. Works. We figured something out. That's our main accomplished for today so far. Nice. Okay, cool. It's really satisfying when you figure something out. Okay. So in case you had this problem or you are going to have this problem in the future, now here is the fix. All right. Okay. I actually, if Layla knows, I tried to go through the documentation about React. It doesn't say like the Next.js. I want something like this, so it can be user friendly. Getting started, just the first command, or do this if you want to use TypeScript, stuff like that, and the actual steps. I couldn't find it here in the React website. Or maybe an installation. Yes, here. Should we start with this, Layla? Is that okay? Okay. This command, I did, as you can see, an empty file here, Friday projects. I opened the terminal in Friday projects, as you can see here. All right. And I wrote npx, which is the same as npm, create-react-app. What does this do? If you click enter, it will generate a React application for you. Okay, I understand. Okay, so what you have to write is React create React app, and then space, and you write the name of the project or the application you want to build. For example, I will write it as DEC portfolio and click enter. No longer support. Okay, React app. Please remove any global installs with one of the following commands. Okay, the latest instructions for creating a new app can be found here. Okay, let's go to this link. Okay, we are here. Okay, create React app. If Laila can go with me. Okay, let's do that. Did we make project yet or not? Okay, cool. Okay, let's install npm install create React app. Let's uninstall it and then install it again. Okay. It is written npx. It doesn't matter much, to be honest. But the problem is I was installing a previous version of Create React app. So that was the problem. It wasn't updated. So now it should, when we run this, it should work. DC portfolio. Should work. Yeah, it worked fine. Okay, so what that does? Now we wrote npx, which is the package manager. Create React app, which is the package that React created to quickly start a React project, and we added a space here and the name of our project. All right. So it says here. npx installed, creating a new React app in our directory, and installing packages. They're installing React, React DOM, all of these things, and you will see a lot of things here. All right. Okay, no problem, Isa. Unfortunately, we are just starting, yani. So, yeah, try to join later if you want. Who's gonna continue with me? Is anyone is going to continue, or we should brainstorm for this week. The idea of the portfolio, maybe gather some designs and actually start next week. What do you guys think? We got. Can you send the YouTube channel link to watch what I have missed? Yeah, sure. Leila. Hey, he might come back later, but it is not guaranteed. So I was asking who's here if he's going to stick around, or should we call it for today? I actually just started creating the next app, as you can see here. So who's going to stick around? Okay, Jaber is going to stay. Who's else? Okay, Jaber is sticking. What about Tasfiya, Adarsh, Layla? I can stay for half an hour more. Yeah, staying, I can stay. All right. So what we have done so far is creating the next app. We named it DSC Portfolio. And now it's suggesting you to write the command cd DSC Portfolio, so you can go to the directory of the actual project. So I'm writing DSC cd DSC portfolio and click enter. Now I'm in this directory, which is the folder itself. If we go to the file explorer, we see that they have created a folder for us. And this is the basic folder structure of Create Next App. All right. So we are here now. So a cool trick that I didn't know, but it was very helpful. If you want to open Visual Studio Code, you can open it from here and you go file, find the folder and open the folder, etc. But you can directly, again, open Visual Studio Code from the directory you are on from, yeah, as Leila said, code space dot. So code dot. If you do this command, it will open for you Visual Studio Code on the same directory you are on. All right. So we are in DSC portfolio. We have the folder. Get ignore. It's basically the files that will be ignored when you upload the project on GitHub. So if you have files that have passwords or secret keys or something like that, you should add the file into the list. Of course, Leila can correct me if I'm wrong, because she's more equipped in React than me. She did a bootcamp with projects, so that's nice. Package.json has all the packages that was installed by Create Next App, and all the command lines that we are going to use in order to test the app, deploy the app, build the app, etc. README is a generic README file that will be displayed in a formatted way when you upload the project on GitHub. And yarnlock is again some I think dependencies or some packages that have been installed. Yeah, version. Okay, so let's go to the public folder. Public folder has an icon. The icon of we can see that if we run the application itself. So in the README file, it will show you that you can write npm start or yarn start. So actually, let's try it out. If I said Bjorn, start, what will happen? It should do something. Hopefully it does it. Okay. It opened a page directly from the command line on localhost 3000, which is the default localhost for running React applications. And this is our React application so far. So we know it's running and ready to go, right? So what is the cool thing about React is if we edited anything, we can dynamically see the changes here once we are changing it. So let's go to the CRC file, which is the main file that we are going to build stuff in. Okay, we have app.js, which is the root file that runs everything in the application, and app.css, which is the global styles that will be applied to all the pages and everything, the whole application. And app.test.js is a testing file. Index.css is the specific styles for the index page. So you can write all the global styles that you want. Yes, you can use JSX format for the files, so you can write HTML with JavaScript at the same file. Okay, and there is a logo, report with vitals, setup tests. I believe we don't need the tests for now, right? Should I delete them? The test files, we don't need them for now. Okay. Let's delete them for now. We don't actually need them. And test as well. So it's clean. Okay. Let's check the app. The app displayed an error because we deleted some stuff. So I believe maybe it has some dependencies here. Where are the dependencies? Maybe in a JSON file or something. Okay, I think it's manifest, maybe? No. Okay. Where is the tests? Can you help Layla with that? Okay. You have this. Copy paste it. We got an error after we deleted this file because we don't need it for now. So we are trying to find the dependency that depends on it. Cookies. Okay, from CRC common action. No. Okay. Okay. Let's get them back. So the application runs. Hopefully. Okay, it runs. Okay, let's leave them as they are right now. You can delete the tests. We don't need them. And keep the web vitals thing. Yeah, we don't need the tests. Okay. All right, so how would you go about creating the first thing in React? Okay, we should install Tailwind CSS. Here from Tailwind, we did it, and we install these packages. Okay, copy. For the people who didn't know about npm, again, see, we wanted to install Tailwind, so we used the package manager. We go to the directory and just do this, and it will run. We are now installing Tailwind CSS and all of its components to our React project. After the installation, what should we do? We totally can. Actually, let's switch to it, no problem, after it finishes. Okay, we need to install this as well. Get rid of it, or you just write it in the CRC file. What is the advantage of Tailwind CSS over the regular CSS? I would like to know more about it. All right. So Tailwind has, let's go through the documentation. Okay. It provides you with, okay, you create styles, the JSS, JS. The thing is, in Tailwind, it provides you with complex features in a simple one line of code, or just one one section of code. Like dark mode, for example, focus ring, yani if you click on something, it will be highlighted. Color palettes, so you can make themes for your application, gradients, if you want to have gradients, animations. And you can make these components and put it everywhere. And it works with most of the supported frameworks with the same design. So, for example, if we go to the page that has components in it, okay. Why does it take so long? Okay, you see the installation process. You're working through that. Okay, it's still installing Tailwind. Why my internet got slow all of a sudden? Oh, that's a cool thing. Yeah, it's very similar to Bootstrap. It's basically the same thing. It's it was designed to make CSS code better and more readable. So, for example, here are some built components by Tailwind, like this component, for example. This component you see here, the navigation bar with an image, with a title, with a subtitle, with call to action buttons. This is called a component. You can build custom components and use them everywhere in your site. You can make the navigation bar as its own component, and you can make as this called hero section as its own component. And you can basically go here and it is displayed here React. You want it in HTML or React or in Vue. And you can preview the code. This is the code of the hero section that we saw. Of course, the code you might find it maybe tall a little bit or long, but it's actually because it's very responsive and it has maybe this size pages. It has the menu configured that way. The pages instead, the image instead being on top, it's down on the bottom. The layout of the button changes. Everything changes. So you can make that easily with Tailwind CSS. This is another section, a different hero section with a login button, some tabs here, just a text, buttons, and you can take the code for that as well. Stuff like that. So these are different components. People can share it with each other easily, and it won't break anything because you are using a unified source framework. Some of them are paid on the Tailwind page. So yeah, this is a features section, for example. We can look into it. The title, subtitle, some points with some logos, etc. This is another This whole thing is one component. This is another component that displays features. So you can build custom components like that. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, but you can find pre-made Tailwind components everywhere on the internet. Right, so these are headers. I think they're the same as navigation bars here. So that's if you want a component only to display a navigation. And it's responsive as well. Like that. You can see the code here. This is the code for it. Right? Okay. I think we should use Yarn later on through this project because this is the first time I see and they download TV inside the frame. Can move it. Good enough. We can make this button as download your CV. That's your call to action button. And maybe this section, we can say, what do you guys think? Should we name it projects, maybe? And list the projects as cards like these? Or should we name it experience, for example? What should we start with? We said that we want to we said we wanted to do yeah, experience projects. Okay. Jabir said projects. Okay, cool. Is this layout for the projects okay? Or should we make them something like this instead? Like a picture with a title of the project and a short description about the project. Which does look better? Maybe instead of learn more, a picture and a title would be better. All right, so, okay, so we can do this. Picture and title for the best projects. Okay. Okay, cool. So we can name the section maybe highlighted projects, and all other projects will be in the project tab up here. What do you think? Okay, so we need this. And let's delete this and add this back. And move this up a little bit. This. Okay. And let's move this as well. Like this. This can delete. I can take another one, put it down here. Okay, so project 1, project 2, project 3. Does that look okay so far? Okay, nice. So this is the first three projects. This is the hero section. Would you like the hero section to be like that? Or should we look some examples on how hero sections should look? Hero section is basically the first thing that the page had. I really admire this guy portfolio, mohammedaljassim.com. All right, let's see it. Oh, nice. Okay, this is a hero section, Tasifa, which is the first thing that the page comes on with a call to action button. We call this button a call to action button. It can be hire me, contact me, download my CV, stuff like that. Get started on some websites. So this is a hero section. Did you get the idea about the hero section? All right. So should we try to make something like this? Hello, my name is Mohammed Al-Jassim, and I am something. Is that okay? Yeah, sure. Let's do this. All right, so we can, all right, we are here. Okay. Let's actually, okay. This is the button. We don't need this. And this is a picture, no problem. This is the text. We can do it like this. Here is the button. Good. What did he write? Okay. So for example, Layla is right. And we can is that how you do it? No, from here. Okay. Something like that. Okay, Layla Isa. Hello, my name is. Okay, let's do something like this. Hello, my name is. Layla Isa, and I am. Okay. And I am a software engineer. Oh, it's okay. That's good. Yeah, your name. Let's start with your name. Let's make actually the font is like 24-ish. And maybe this is as well. $24. Okay, can say Abdullah as well. Does that sound good as a rough idea? Is it okay? Should we change the name of this button to contact me maybe? Or download CV is fine. If it's contact me, it will go to the contact me page. Wait just a minute. Where are we? Where did we go? I'm lost. Okay. Where are we? Okay, I can do zoom to fit. Okay. What do you guys think? Download CV or contact me? If it's contact me, it will go to this page. If it's CV, it will download the file. All right. Download CV is good. Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. So is the hero section fine for now? We can add a background image later. Should we go to the next section? All right. This is the project section. We said the title of the project, maybe a short description about the project, and an image about the project. I think we should add a button to go to the GitHub repository maybe, or something to see the project on. So maybe something like this. Learn more. What do you guys think? Is this better? Okay. Copy. Let's add it here. And add it down here. Is that okay with everyone? This is the project section. Okay, I'm getting a lot of yeses. Okay. What's next? Okay, we did so far the CV. It will be a button. And projects will be on the landing page. And the projects page as well. Okay. So again, we wanted to highlight the projects that the main projects that we want to highlight at the main page, and the rest of the projects are in the project tab up top. Is that okay with everyone? Okay, the project slider instead of scrolling. Okay, maybe in the projects. Oh, slider like this. All right. That would be nice. We can do that. What do you guys think? Should we add a scrolling method? Okay, so you mean something like we saw here, like this, right? Okay, so, all right. Okay, we can direct the button to go to this page, no problem. Okay, this slider idea is good because why? As Layla said, if you want to add, yani if you have 4 projects you want to highlight in the main page, you will keep adding projects, and the page will be longer. So I think the slider would be better because it will take only one space and you can move around with it. Oh yeah, when you hover on the project, it has the description of the project here. Okay, so that's nice. And he did a portfolio project, so we can steal from his ideas as well. Okay, so would you guys want to do the slider thingy? All right, so we can leave the title as it is, the same. We can make it centered if you want, because it will be a slider. All right, cool. Okay, so let's remove this, put this down here. And try to figure out the slider. So let's take this, put it right here, or leave it as it is. Let's copy it. Okay. It's too big. Okay, and we can rotate that to be like this. Make it a little bit wider, maybe. We can do something like this. If you guys maybe know what I'm talking about, maybe we can do something like this. Something like this. You get my point, right? When you slide, the middle one will get bigger and the other will get smaller, so it's more focused. Okay, nice. So you agree with the idea? Okay, so let's try to make some circles. I don't think we would need this, right? The circles, or do we need them? Because we made it focused. So what do you think? Should we add the circles? Maybe for the keyboard. Can you explain more, Layla? It's better to. Okay, I will design it anyway. Maybe we can go with it, or maybe not. We can decide later. So I will make this a little bit black, So you know we are on this right now. Let's make them a group so we can move them together. Is that okay so far? Okay. Okay, nice. If you guys can't hear me for some reason or something goes wrong in the meeting, you can quickly send me a message. All right. Okay, this is the project section. Should we do the contact me section? Do I have a design for it ready or not? Let me see. I don't think so. Maybe we can steal design from somewhere else. Let's try. Let's keep our project from in a new tab. Let's go to the community. Can search contact form. What is this? Okay, let's go back to the community. Maybe we can find contact. Maybe something like this. Not entirely sure. Oh, Creative Tim is here. Nice. Let's see what he has. Just this. Okay, maybe you can write lending. Right. If you guys get bored or you want to leave, just tell me. And we can continue on another day. But as long as you are here, I will keep working. It's actually a motivation for me to work, yeah. So it's up to you. Maybe this. There is a contact form here. But I hope it is not just a picture. Okay. Let's try to duplicate this and see how it looks. All right, Jabir. Okay. There is a contact form here. Okay, cool. Do you think, guys, this design is good enough? We can edit it. It's a good starting point. Or we should look for something else. Okay. Okay, so this section, let's try to copy it, all of it. Okay. And just move it maybe instead of this section. Let's move this section away. And put this here. This. Right. Would you like to edit the design, or is that's okay so far as a starting point? Would you like to add something or delete something? There is an email, phone number. Okay, it's good for now. So now we have the landing page, we have the hero section. Oh, okay, I copied it into the wrong place. We are here. Let's move this section away. And paste the other one here. Okay. So it's okay for now. So we have done the projects. Let's delete this. What should we add next? We did this on landing page, and it can be displayed in contact me page as well. Okay, so CV we did, projects we did, social media links. I believe the social media links are displayed. Let's close this. Let's close this. Are displayed here. So we can leave them in the contact form, or we can put it somewhere else. What do you guys think? Should we leave them here? Okay. Okay, so far so good. Social media links. Yeah, Layla is true, because it will be displayed in every page. So we can add them here, like instead of these circles, we can add the icons. What do you guys think? Is it better? It will be displayed in every page. Okay, let's delete them from here. Or maybe put them out. Put them here. So we know it's right here. Okay. So this is the footer. The title will be displayed here, the same as the logo, like right up top here. it will be the same. And you have links for all the other tabs that we have above. We will edit them out here. It will be resources tab. What are these? What are they? About project services, blog, contact me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can add them here. And we can add them in this layout, or we can, because they are 4, it won't be symmetrical. So I would like to do something like, let me log this. It doesn't move. Lock. Okay, let's unlock it again. Let's move them. Maybe let's delete this. This. Take this. Just do this. What do you guys think? Is it better? And we can add the 4 pages like right there, like this. Is it better? Okay, so about, actually, let me do this. Contact me, blog, services, projects, and copy them and go down. Just okay, and copy them. Okay. So contact me, blog, services, about, and let's group them together. And this group I want to copy and paste them right here. Does that look okay? Okay, nice. Let's edit this to play. This hold. Here. Is that okay? Okay, no problem, Tosifa, no problem. Are you coming back or are you done for today? Okay, no problem. I hope the recording is still going smoothly. I'll try to upload everything on YouTube or something. Good night. Good night. What about Layla and Adarsh and Jabir? Are you guys staying? Okay, cool. Let's check Layla's website. Posted on Netlify and everything. Okay, hire me, explore more. About download my CV and it will be downloaded. The skills, my recent work, cool. 3-month experience, project delivered. Second on this website, nice. Contact, hire me. It is pretty simple and straight to the point, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, do you think this would be a step up from your old one? This portfolio? Okay, because we want to make a step up, not a step down, or at the same level. We want to do more. So, okay, we did the hero section, the project section. Okay, suggestion. I would like to hear your feedback on this. Should we leave the feedback form here, or should we leave it in the contact me page, and instead we keep and what do you guys think? Maybe again, download TV and contact me. Okay, so I will take this out for now, leave it here, and keep this. Okay, so we now have a footer, we have a header, hero, project, and this thing. Maybe we can take something from here. Okay. Maybe we can take this and edit here. Is that okay? Okay, what did else he added in his page? He added the about me section. We can add that if we want. We can add services if you guys want. We can add the skills, something like this. We did this. This will direct us to Okay. What do you think? What sections should we include in the page? Or that's enough for now? It should be. It's a React application, صح? React web application. So it should be considered as, yani, we should do it as a single page website. Or you mean the whole website are meant to be a landing page only? It depends. So do you want it to be something like your portfolio? The tabs here are go to different sections of the same page, or something maybe direct us to a whole new page? What do you think we should do? Make everything in a page on its own? We can do that, no problem. Okay, so the sections we have is about, projects, services, blog, contact me. Okay, so I think we should delete blog for now, right? We don't need a blog right now, right? Or do you want to implement a blog? Okay, a blog is something like this. It's basically you write something that you are passionate about, maybe, or something like that, in topics. It's like a Facebook post or a LinkedIn post or something like that, but it's on your own website. So this guy talked about an article. The title is Software Architecture in 2 minutes. When I click on it, it will open the article that he wrote. And you can add likes, you can leave comments, stuff like that. We can add that or delete it if you want. We can delete it at the moment, and maybe in future implementation, yeah, we can do that, or we can keep it in the same application, or we can delete it for now and implement it later. After we do everything, we start looking into how to build a blog. Maybe this is another project and we can add them together. Okay. So let's delete blog for now. Let's, okay. Services, about, projects. Let's move them closer. Okay. Can delete the blog down here as well. Move them. Something like this. Okay. So all these sections, are you agreed on? Yani, we will add these sections. Is it okay? Okay. If you want other sections to be displayed in the page, tell me and I will edit it. In that case, we should make the contact form here as well. So let me try to do this as well. Maybe just let's take these. Copy. We need to make them more visible. Okay, Adarsh. No problem. I hope to see you soon. Good night. Is that okay? Or do you want to edit it? We can add these. Something like this. Okay, Jaber. Does it need anything else? A contact me section? Let's see what this guy has. He has something like this. His contact, he has something like this. Maybe we can add subtext. Take this again. A bit smaller. What do you guys think? Is that enough for the contact form? Or do we have to edit something else? Okay. So this is the contact form. Which is this. We did the projects and about, we can add it before the projects. So we have two sections left. I think we can go with the design for today. Let's finish up the design. And next meeting, we can go with actual Tailwind CSS and try to style it. What do you guys think? Or would you be able to stay for longer? Because I think we took a lot of your time, yeah, already. Okay, sure. Let's finish the design and continue on with the implementation. Yeah, I feel you. My whole body starts to bother me a little bit. Okay, so this whole section, let's group them together so we can move them. Down here. Okay, can make them smaller. Yes. Okay. This a little bit bigger. Get centered a little bit. Okay, so this is the project section. We need here with this, we need projects, services, about first, about section. Up here, and we need to do another one, which is services. Down here. Okay. So how will about me be like? Do you want, for example, a profile picture on the left or the right with a title and subtitles? So maybe something like this. Okay. So maybe something like this with title. And subtitle, or let us actually look here. On what graph? And actually, let's make this smaller. Maybe even smaller. Something like this. Copy. Is that okay? Something like this. Okay, so this is the about me. This is the project. Should we add the services or should we delete it? It's up to you. Deleted. What do you think, Layla? Should we delete it or keep it? Okay. If you are a freelance, keep it. If you Just one portfolio deleted. Okay, let's make it simple for now and remove it. I will add it here. So it can be يعني إيه reference for us in the future. Can make actually room for this page. This. Okay, this and this and this. What is this? Okay. Let's take this up. Okay, let's bring it back. Where is this? Okay, portfolio page, post page, or in the landing page. And this is here. In which one? Okay, let's delete it. Where is this? This. Let's create another. Copy as text. Copy the title. As text. What did it change? Go back. Let's make another one here. Put me. And this. We group them so we can move them as we please. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Jaber. I believe we already finished, right, Leila? We have this. We have the about me, which is up here. We have projects, we have contact me, and we have the footer. Thank you, Jaber, for showing up. I appreciate your stay here with us. Yeah, sure. I'm waiting for you in the cloud computing session. And I hope you give me feedback as well on what topics would you like to know more about. And if you take subjects related to cloud computing, please, if you can send me the resources like the code that you use, the slides, stuff like that, or questions, anything related to it, please send it to me so I can maybe try to find a practical approach on how to represent it better. So I believe we finished this. Okay, thanks, Jaber. Okay. Leila, do you think this is finished? خلاص? Okay, nice. Okay, let's keep it tidy. Of everything at the bottom. And take this, like right here. Okay, I messed it up. Just leave it that way. Okay, cool. Okay, next time we will do the design. And if we have enough time, we will do the implementation, okay? I want to do any more work on this project until the next meeting. So we are all following up with it, all right? I haven't used Trello before, so if you want, you can set it up for us. I don't know the structure of Trello. Is it team-based or project-based or whatever? If you want, you can set it up and text me on WhatsApp, and let's configure it together, all right? Maybe me and you can set up some tasks for the rest of the group to look for or search about for the next meeting, so they can prepare something. All right. Okay, cool. خلاص. What would you like me to share with you guys instead of the recording? The note taking or what? Okay, I will share with you these if you want to make use of them. I'll try to edit it more nicely, and I will structure what we have to do in the project more and send it to you guys. All right? Anything else before we finish for today? We spent almost 4 hours. Okay, I think you are done, خلاص. You are probably sleeping, so I'll conduct it for now. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I'll see you next time, inshallah. Have a great night.